Word origins. Part 1. Some words have interesting origins. We use these words every day. They are very common. We do not realize the strange history which these words sometimes have. The word sandwich is a common word. It is an English word. The word is also used today in many other languages. The Earl of Sandwich was an Englishman. He lived in the 18th century. He liked to play cards. He liked to play for money. He was the greatest player of his time. Often he played all day and night. One time he played for 24 hours without stopping. He did not leave the card table even to eat. Servants brought food to him. They brought him some meat and some bread. He did not want to stop playing while he ate. He put the meat between two of the pieces of bread. In this way, he was able to continue playing. From the name of this man, the Earl of Sandwich, we have the word sandwich today. The word panic is a word which comes from the Greek language. Pan was one of the Greek gods. He was the god of the shepherds. A shepherd is a man who watches sheep. Pan was half man, half animal. He lived in the forest. He liked to hunt. He also liked to play music. Probably you have seen pictures of Pan. He played a special kind of flute. He went through the woods playing this flute. Very often he frightened people very much. He was very strange looking. Travelers, when they met him, were always frightened. They did not know what to do. They were in a panic. This is the origin of the word panic. A person in a panic is so frightened and confused that he does not know what to do. Very often, people in a panic do very foolish things. The word panic is found in many languages besides English. Part 2. At one time, the Moors were masters of Spain. They remained for several centuries. They were masters until the year 1492. In that year, the last city which the Moors held, Granada, fell again to the Spanish. This was the same year in which Columbus discovered America. During this time, the Moors were also masters of the Straits of Gibraltar. The Straits of Gibraltar lie between Spain and North Africa. Every ship which goes from the Atlantic Ocean into the Mediterranean Sea must pass through the Straits of Gibraltar. The straits are very narrow. The Moors stopped every ship which passed through these straits. They did this in order to rob the ships. They took the ships to Tarifa. Tarifa was a Moorish town about 19 miles from Gibraltar. The Moors did not destroy these ships. They did not take all the things on the ships. They were not so foolish. If they destroyed the ships, or if they took everything on the ships, no more ships would come to Gibraltar. The Moors took only a part of the things on the ship. If the things which the ship carried were worth very much, the Moors took more. If the things were worth very little, the Moors took less. In other words, they placed a tariff on the value of the things which the ship carried. The ships had to pay this tariff. After this, the ships could leave. From the name of this Moorish town, Tarifa, where the Moors took all of the ships which passed through the Straits of Gibraltar, we got the word tariff. It is a common word today. It can also be found in many other languages besides English.